First off, I know this isn't the right way to do this, but it's going to have to do for now until I absolutely have to pull the motor. The sled has somewhere over 10,000 miles on it, and I've known this has been leaking for a while. I cleaned it up already. It was pretty grungy looking. I started the motor up, let it idle while I used a 3M pad to scuff up the shaft a bit. Now I want to get some of the oily residue off with this brake clean. Normally you would split the cases to replace this seal and the one on the other side. But I'm going to try something as an experiment, as I guess typically or kind of sometimes sort of do. And see what happens. I've got the air screw closed right up because of the air coming in this seal for this PTO side cylinder. The air screw on that carburetor is closed completely at idle, and it idles pretty good right there. So it's definitely getting an amount of air to satisfy that. Following the brake clean, I want to hit it with some of this isopropyl alcohol. It should completely evaporate and not leave a residue, because I'm getting ready to glue this on the outside. Now, I saw a video where a gentleman pulled out this seal and slid the seal that I bought, because that was my intention, off from a skidoo that had a certain dimension about it. The dimensions on it are 30 by 62 by 7, and it fits perfectly in here without the lip. This seal has a lip ridge inside it that goes up into a groove inside this housing to keep it in place. So my theory is, with this seal holding back 90%, maybe 80% of the pressure, having a seal on the outside of this seal glued to it with MotoSeal from Permatex, my theory is that seal should hold for quite some time. I don't know if it would be a permanent solution. I don't dare to go that far, but at least get it by for a while before I decide, okay, it's time to tear this motor down and rebuild it. Theoretically, this should be the proper seal to fit this shaft. And here it is. Looks very similar on the outside. There's not a lot on the inside. I thought this would be more flat on the inside here. So now I'm tempted to glue it on in reverse. All right, I got some grease on here that I want to put around the shaft where the seal goes, so it's not going on dry. It's got some grease to lubricate it. Yeah, I'll do it flat to flat. It's temporary. It's not a permanent fix, but I'll glue this flat side to that flat side. It should self-center. This Permatex MotoSeal is very gooey. Oh, I've got some on me already. That didn't take long. It's almost a liquid. Make sure it's got a bead of seal all the way around, so to speak. And now this will have to set up for 24 hours. It will somewhat cure in 20 minutes, but proper curing is 24 hours. So there, it's sliding right on. Okay, now I'm going to give it a twist to distribute that MotoSeal. And it feels like it's grabbing already. All right. And from what I saw online on images and videos, the flywheel side seal is very similar to this one once you get the stator out of the way. So if this works on this side, it could work on the other side, just to, tie this thing over until it needs a major engine overhaul. That's my plan. I don't think the other side is leaking, though. At least not yet. Unfortunately, right here, I would have been showing you this thing out on the trail, absolutely ripping it up. All kinds of power on this thing now. But the camera didn't cooperate. It flipped up and filmed the chin of my helmet. And on top of that, that was the last day of any kind of snowmobiling. It really wasn't that great that day, but it was passable. The next day, everything melted down. So no more riding for spring of 2026, but it's absolutely pulling strong and going down the trail just great. And now I can't wait to get that thing back out on the snow next winter, but I'm going to have to.